Okay, so we started. Now what we'll do is today is to upgrade this cluster of cdh5.9.3 to cdh5.10.2. Okay. Now the thing is, whatever are the prerequisites that, like, basically now we have this cluster up and running, okay, with all the components installed, with high availability created, and all the services are running in Kerberized mode with the tight integration with our Active Directory. Okay, so this is our model. So we have 3-node cluster with all the services. Most of the masters are on high availability. All the services in this 3-node cluster is Kerberized and tightly integrated with this Active Directory. Okay. Now what we need to do is basically we need to upgrade this whole services or whole 3-node from cdh5.9.3 to cdh5.10.2. Okay. Now whatever we have done for Hortonworks, right? So if you remember, we had done the similar activity on Hortonworks where we had upgraded it to HTTP 2.5 to HTTP 2.6, and the prerequisite to that is we had to first upgrade our Ambari 2.4 to Ambari 2.5. Okay, and then we had some Java upgradation required from JDK 1.7 to JDK 1.8. Okay, then we had to go through like some basic stats about have running all the services up and running. All the service checks needs to be finished before we start upgrading. So before we, on the Hortonworks, basically before we started upgrading the cluster to the latest version or newer version, we had to make sure that everything till that point was working perfectly, so that we could not be in the confusion that due to upgrade some issues had happened. Okay, so same thing needs to be applicable over here on the Cloudera, but here in our case what we had used is we already had used the upper version of Cloudera Manager. Okay, so this is also like kind of a one-to-one mapping between which Cloudera Manager is required for which version of Cloudera. Okay, just like Cloudera keeps keep itself versioning from CDH so CDH older version to newer version. Similarly, they also upgrade their Cloudera Manager from the older version to the newer version. Okay, so newer version of Cloudera Manager is required for the latest version of the CDH availability. Okay, so fortunately or unfortunately, because we now could not see that how to upgrade the Cloudera Manager, but again it is very easy process to, just like Ambari upgrade was quite easier than to upgrade the HTTP from older to newer stack. Similarly, Cloudera Manager is also could be upgraded from the older version to newer version, and then we can upgrade the CDH version from the older version to the newer version. So currently the Cloudera version that we are having is Cloudera Manager version that we are having is basically already which version we had. So we can easily find it out over here. What I'm doing is restart. So in this bin, basically we had, when we ran, we had that version. Maybe I'm not sure if I could get that. So the Cloudera Manager installer we had used 5.9.3. Okay, so so this is what we have got from the cloudera.com. Cloudera Manager 5 installer 5.9.3. So this is basically what we already had used, and this will work for the newer version of the CDH. Basically, if you can also like find a kind of mapping in the official Cloudera documentation is basically Cloudera manager for Cloudera versions. Cloudera Manager version and download information. So we do have Cloudera Manager is the current release of Cloudera Manager 5.1.4. Cloudera Manager, these are also available, out of which we had installed already this 5.9 something around that. So here it will tell you on which repositories it will work. Previous version of Cloudera managers are like this. Okay, so it will tell you on what on that particular version of Cloudera manager which other Cloudera CDH distributions will work. Okay, so this is just like Cloudera manager versions information, but then you need to again find it out that for a cdh 5.9.3 and cdh 5.10.2 what should we use. But in our case we already had the latest one. So what we do now is to start upgrading it to the latest version of Cloudera. Okay, and for that what we need to do is basically this is what is said to be a parcel. We just try to open it. It will tell you currently which parcel is activated and distributed. Currently 5.9.3 is our version on which we are, this is the version we are running actually. Okay, it is currently distributed and activated. And these are all the for different components we have different parcels. Okay, but here in which everything is there already. Now there are two ways to install and upgrade and work with the Cloudera distribution. One is parcel distribution, another is package distribution, or parcel way or package way. Okay, so in Hortonworks there is no parcel concept is there. Okay, so parcel, and so we already had discussed this, what is the difference between parcel and package. Because basically, so parcel is more tightly integrated with all the things. You just need to manage one parcel. Everything will be built in that. Okay, packages you may need to install different components individually, try to them configure them. So here one parcel has all the things within it. Okay, and if you just need to upgrade if you just need to upgrade any version, just upgrade the complete parcel from one parcel to the other parcel. Okay, the parcel is just like what is a kind of packet, right? So when we say sending parcel from one destination to other destination, it is a parcel. Within it you will find a lot of stuff together bound to be in the single place. Okay, so now what we can do with it is basically we can try to check for new parcels. So currently we do not have anything, so we can register it. Okay, so we just try to check what are all the available remotely. Okay, so go to the configuration. And here we had specified this one, right? So we can try to pick the latest or just one level up parcel from this particular thing. So go on this particular website and choose after 5.9.3. so we had chosen 5.9.3, this one. After that we do have 5.10.2. so this one 5.10.2. just open this and we can now upgrade our version from 5.9.2. so basically just come here and replace this. Okay, so the remote parcel repository URLs, earlier it was pointing to 5.9.3. we had downloaded it, distributed and activated, so there is no even if we change it here, it does not affect. It means that if you change it here, it does not mean that your 5.9.3 will stop working. But since it is already been downloaded, distributed and activated, and it is working fine, so there would not no changes in that. Okay, but then when we save this, we should be able to get this new parcel. Okay, so one parcel has already been installed, downloaded, distributed, activated. Okay, this is the new parcel that we are now trying to set. And now if you see, one more entry has come over here, 5.10.2. So earlier it was 5.9.3. It is telling you that it is distributed and activated. Here we have just set it up new. Okay, so this is so easy. I mean, you can just try to make it upgraded to the later version as soon as it is available. Just available remotely. Now we can just download it. So let me just download it. It is around 1.44 GB. It will take few seconds, and once it is available, it will be in the status of downloaded. Okay, but then it will come here as a distribute now. Okay, so once it is downloaded, it is available on our local or whatever repository we are using. From there we just need to distribute it to the number of nodes. So 3 nodes are there, so it will be distributed over there. So basically this is 5.1. What is this? Cloudera Enterprise Trial. Okay, so maybe it is Cloudera Manager version. Okay, now the parcel is downloaded. Okay, now if you see, it comes distribute. Okay, so don't hesitate and just distribute it. Okay, prior to that, again, like there are some normal admin activities that we need to perform before we upgrade, so that we can rollback it properly. Okay, and what are all those activities? Those activities are again taking the copy of FS image, edit logs and important metadata information, okay, to some remote place that is on the NFS network file system, that we already have seen, that how to mount the thing, how to mount a folder in the Active Directory and put all the smaller metadata information over there. So let's say your FS image edit logs may be in some 10 or 15 GB of like for a very big cluster, it is around 10 to 15 GB. You can put the whole data over there. Then the other thing is, whatever database that you are using, either MySQL, PostgreSQL or any other database, in order to handle the metadata information of multiple components. The components are like Hive, Impala, Uzi, Solar, whatever. I mean, there are multiple components. Those are requiring their database or metadata to be kept into the backend database, and we already have like how to take the MySQL dump. So that dump is completely there in that one document. The document needs to be saved somewhere in NFS. Okay, so that whenever it is required to back up all the data from that for that particular MySQL or PostgreSQL, so you can just read that copy back and then create all the tables and all the records, all the data information. Okay, so again, so those are similar activities that we need to perform. Okay, and then again we already are in confidence that all the services are completely running and all. Since they are Kerberized, we are also now sure that all the key tabs are fresh. Since that's why all the services get started without any problem. Our Cloudera Manager, Service Monitor, Activity Monitor and other components are also working fine, and they are able to collect all the statistics of this running component. So ultimately we are in very healthy condition on this cluster. Okay, Active Directory is tightly integrated, everything is Kerberized, all the tickets, key tabs have been generated properly. So this is very good state from which we can move ahead and try to start the upgradation of the cluster. So when I am here, I had downloaded the latest parcel, that is the next version after my 5.9.3, 5.10.2. So let me now distribute it. So what it will do is, basically whatever binaries are there in this particular parcel will be distributed to all other nodes, okay, like all the nodes. And once we do that, basically we can activate it. Okay, so once we activate, I mean, it's so simple. I mean, with the parcel distribution, the upgradation is quite simpler than if you talk about the HTTP, because there is no parcel. You have to download the package and try check all the integrity of it, and then you know the activity wise it is kind of a similar one, but Cloudera is much faster if you compare it with the HTTP. So HTTP, if we finish all the mandatory requirements as well as all the configuration changes and everything, it takes around 3 hours to complete the upgrade. Here it will take around 45 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, so it is getting distributed. Distributed means it is actually copying all the binaries of this parcel into all the available 3 data nodes. Okay, so once it will be done, we will get a kind of activate button. Okay, and rollback is also very easy. Yeah, so the thing is, the upgradation of JDK is being handled by the same one. Okay, it is inbuilt. I mean, if it requires that JDK 1.8 needs to be upgraded, it will be upgraded through the parcel only. There is no separate upgradation process for that. Just like we had done in HDP before doing the things, we manually upgraded it to 1.7 to 1.8. That is not required over here. Now it is saying upgrade cluster. Okay, let me click on upgrade. What it will do is it will distribute, it will install all the latest versions on the things, and then you will be kind of now it will check, see, support operating system, supported database, support JDK version. Okay, before you proceed, be sure to check out this. So if you just click on it, it will tell you that what are all the supported JDK version. Okay, so JDK 1.7 is actually working for it. You can just check supported databases, supported operating systems and all. So it says the wizard will upgrade the cluster from CDH this to this 5.10. Okay, so we are having, you can just take clicking on it. Basically, it will take you to the metrics where you can just try to see what are all the versions that those are required. Are they present in our thing? Are they present or not? Right. So basically, for JDK, CDH manager supported version JDK 1.7. JDK updates that are supported and tested. So whatever version as of now we are having is enough to go for upgrade. So I'm just saying continue, and I'm saying backup all databases, Cloudera manager server, Cloudera manager. So we had that, right? So basically, if you see, we are having all this MySQL. So we have for Hive, this is Arman activity monitor. Okay, then Navigator, then Uzi, Sentry. Okay, so all this you can just take a backup of it from MySQL. So that's what it is saying. So there are no other activities are required. So Cloudera Manager Service, Sentry, Cloudera Manager Service, right? So Cloudera Manager Server, Cloudera Management Service. Okay, so Cloudera Manager Server, we are having these like the part of it, Arman, Activity Monitor, Nav. Okay, Sentry also it is there. So once you take the backup of this, basically you are all good. Read all the upgrade documentation for backup instructions before manual restart. Okay, you can also read for it, but then this is the only check that it has said us to take a backup of it. So I'm saying continue. The following services are concerning health: HBase, HDFS, how come? Verifying that the relevant agents are responsive, the relevant services and hosts are healthy, and the host have the correct software installed on them. No errors found. Okay, so it has already done. Following services have some concerning health, but I understand the risk. Let me proceed. Okay, so currently it is saying that no errors are found. So it means that it is in a good shape of doing upgrade. Otherwise, sometimes what happens is, suppose one of your services are in some critical health condition or some warning condition, then it won't upgrade. Okay, you need to first fix all that thing. Okay, so currently we have seen that all our things are green. Okay, so let me just again check if everything is in green or not as of now. Okay, so let me okay, so they are green now. Okay, so let me just redo the things. I'm going here, upgrade it, continue. Yes, I have performed these steps. No errors found, and there is no list of any concerning health and all. That's good. To continue. All the things are perfect. Okay, so there is some transparent huge pages compaction is enabled, so this is just warning. We are all good. This is the versions release and everything, other information about the things. So let me just do continue. So it is saying rolling restart. No, I am saying full cluster restart. Complete downtime for cluster. So this is the best option. I am choosing this. Okay, don't choose rolling restart since definitely we require a downtime for this bigger activity. I am saying continue. And then it will start the things. And let me just show all 50. Okay, so that every activities will be on the same page. Okay, so it will take some time. Let's see. Keeps your finger crossed and hope for good. Okay, so it will take some time. Okay, so it is basically all greens as of now. What it has done as of now is execute command, stop service U. So it has stopped all the services, then activating parcel, then configuring some parameter, then starting all the services, and finally deploy client configuration. Do continue and read the control. Congratulations, your cluster is now running on cdh5.9. Oh, sorry, 5.10. Now you can assume that within 40-45 minutes we have upgraded our cluster to different, and it's all clean. Okay, that is awesome. Okay, it was really awesome that you can now basically you see 5.10.2. okay, now if you go to on the parcel, you will see here that distributed activated. Now you are currently on the active one. This is 5.10, and this is, you can activate it, but it is distributed. Right now it is not activated. Okay, so currently it says activated. Now you can say so it is activated now. You can deactivate currently. What I'm saying, sorry. So this is activated. This is only distributed. It is not activated now. Now what you can do is you can just switch between 5.9.3 and 5.10.2. You can have multiple parcels like that. Okay, and anytime you can have activate one and all the remaining will be deactivated, and you can activate any one of them again. Okay, so this is how, this is clean, very simple upgrade. Okay, literally very simple. Okay, if it is all clear managed, and if you don't face any errors like that. Okay, so if you don't want to face any errors, just keep all the checks, like all the backups and everything is done. All the this should be all green. Try to regenerate all the key tabs before prior to start and all. So even I don't have any documentation prepared for this. It is so easy through this Cloudera manager to upgrade that. No hard. Yeah, it is definitely. There are a lot of things that Cloudera is providing in order to make the things are easy. I have seen that the restart, the restart of components, checking the status of components are really faster than the Hortonworks. Okay. But the ease of use, basically, I'm not sure. Like when on the Hortonworks, basically, if you see the Ranger and the Nox and the other kind of basically services, they are kindly free open source. So most of the client may not prefer to pay the extra cost for the proprietary tools of Cloudera, like Sentry, Cloudera Manager itself, and other things. Okay, and there are, again, I mean, I'm not saying that something that is not possible in Hortonworks. Okay, so we have done the same thing over there as well, though it is some time consuming. But upgrade is one time activity, right? And then the other things are like quite okay. I mean, the speed wise and the overall cluster management wise, and the stability or the simplicity of Ambari is quite awesome than Cloudera Manager. There are a lot of options in Cloudera Manager, but again, for the admin's perspective, Cloudera Manager they definitely prefer, because it gives them a lot of other features on the top of your cloud Hortonworks Ambari. Yeah, but even in our company, basically, a lot of clients are from Hortonworks and mostly Hortonworks. So it depends. Like there are like equal share. We cannot say that everyone is working on Cloudera or everyone is Hortonworks. It is kind of 50% share of the market between Cloudera and Hortonworks. Okay, both are doing well. And with the different type of streaming framework, the Hortonworks also like getting more bigger market. Just like you can have the complete separate Spark plus inbuilt. Yeah, Mapar also is there. You can then count others also, like IBM Big Insight is there, Green Plum is also there. Okay, so this is simple upgrade. Okay, nothing else. Let me